Welcome everyone. So today we are going to find the fourth root of 623. Okay. So there are few things which you need to remember. Whenever you have to find a root or anything like any number which looks very tricky, because 623 is not a perfect fourth power. Okay. Or any number is not raised to 4 is not going to get you a natural number as your answer in this case. Okay. So when you have something like this is very important for you all to remember. 1 plus minus x the whole raised to n means you have to convert this number, okay, or whatever the number you have given, you have to convert it in this form. Why? Because then it becomes 1 plus minus n gets multiplied to x. Okay, I'll use a small example in this case. Instead of taking this first question first right now, I'll just do fourth power of 18. Okay, so now fourth power of 18 can now be written as what? See, you have to first write this as the closest fourth power of a perfect number. So I can write this as nothing but 16 plus 2. Okay, so this then becomes 16 plus 2 the whole raised to 1 upon 4. Instead of the fourth root, I'm just writing it as the index form. Okay, then remember, now this looks very simple. This is, we have a x, we have a number over here, we have a power, we have a power, we don't have a 1. So in this case what we'll do is we'll take 16 out, and then we'll get 1 plus 2 upon 16. Okay, everything is still raised to 1 upon 4. Okay, now let's write this again one more time. So we have 16, then we have 1 plus 2 upon 16, and everything is still raised to 1 upon 4. Okay, what we'll do next is we'll shift this index, or we'll split the index. So 16 raised to 1 upon 4, then we have 1 plus 2 upon 16 the whole raised to 1 upon 4. Now this looks like 1 plus x the whole raised to n, and this can be written as what? 1 plus n into x the whole raised to 1 or nothing. Okay, so here I can write this. See, 16 raised to 1 upon 4 means the fourth root of 16 is nothing but just 2. This gets you 2. Okay, then you have 1 plus 1 upon 4 into 2 upon 16. Okay, now things are getting cancelled. So 1s are and 2s are. So this then becomes 2 into 1 plus 1 upon 32. Let's write this, let's take this 2 inside. So we'll have 2 plus 2 into 2 upon 32. That gets you 2 plus 1 upon 16. Okay, so basically that is nothing but what? 2 plus this gets cancelled, and you will get 0.062. Okay, or sorry, 0.65, my bad. So this will become 0.065. So this finally eventually becomes 2.065. That, my dear friends, is the answer of fourth root of 18. Okay, so now using the same logic, let's try and find out what is the fourth root of 623. Okay, so I can write this as nothing but what? 625 minus 2 the whole raised to 1 upon 4, right? Why did I do 625? Because actually, see, 5 square is 25, and 25 square is nothing but 625. So eventually I can write this as nothing but what? 5 raised to 4, correct? So here what I can do is 625 I'm taking out, I'm left with 1 minus 2 upon 625 the whole raised to 1 upon 4. Please remember, I want my question to look like 1 plus minus x the whole raised to n, which then can be converted as 1 plus minus n into x. So now let's split this index. So I'll have 625 raised to 1 upon 4, and then I have 1 minus 2 upon 625 raised to 1 upon 4. This looks very similar to our question. Using the same logic, what I can do is, see, 625 the whole raised to 1 upon 4 is nothing but what? 5. 1 minus 2 into, so I have 1 upon 4 over here. So I'll just multiply 4 with the 625. Okay. So now things are getting cancelled again. So 1 upon 2. Okay. So what you're left with is 5. 1 minus 1 upon 2 into 625. Okay. Now you can do 2 into 625, but rather let's just multiply this 5 inside the bracket. So I'll have 5 minus 5 upon 2 into 625. Understood? I hope this is very, very clear to everyone. Please understand, golden rule will always be converting everything in terms of 1 plus minus x the whole raised to n, because from here you can bring your index down and multiply with your x. If you can remember this, you can solve any of these questions literally in your head. Okay, there is really nothing else you need for some these kind of questions. So now here what happens is this is getting cancelled. So what you're getting is 5, sorry, 1 za, then you have 2 za and 5 za. So basically 5 minus 1 upon 250. Okay. See, here also what you can do is you can take the LCM. See, since I did the in the first sum, if you look closely over here, I did the division directly. Now in the next one, I'm going to show you with the LCM method. So obviously, please understand, 5, since there is no denominator, it is 1 minus 1 upon 250. Okay. So what happens in this case is that you will need your LCM to become 250. So obviously your 250 gets multiplied. Your also 250 will get multiplied. So 250 into 5 gets you what? 1250 minus 1. Okay. So then what happens is you will get 1249 upon 250. Okay. So now see, here you can directly do the division, or you can even split and do it like 1249 upon 25, and whatever answer you get, you divide it by 10. It is up to you. Okay, I personally prefer it this way. It's much easier for me. Okay, so what I get is 49.96. Okay, see, if you want, you can actually do this way also, but this is very, you can do it with this method if you're not very comfortable. Okay, so 49.96 divide by 10, so final answer for this one is 4.996. I hope this is very clear to everyone. So that's it for today. I will see you in the next video.